Good afternoon. I'm Araceli Minguera with Franciscan Beat News. Here are your headlines for Wednesday, October 9th. WTOV 9 reports the Stand Theater in Moundsville to host a variety of Halloween events this month. A ballet of Hansel and Gretel will be held this Saturday at 7 p.m. The ballet will be by the Ogle Bay Institute's Children Dance Theater. There will also be a Halloween-themed Yoga-ween party on October 19th at 6 p.m. There will also be a Monster House craft and movie event happening on October 26th. Tickets for these events are available online at the Strand Theater website and in person. WTRF reports an Ohio news reporter shot Monday morning in Cleveland in what police are calling a domestic incident. Whitney Dortch is a reporter for the CBS affiliate station WOIO. Police arrived on the scene after a person called to report two people arguing. The caller then reported gunshots as the police were responding to the incident. The Lakewood Police Department arrived to find a man and woman lying on the sidewalk. 34-year-old Bryant Carter was pronounced dead at the scene. Dortch was rushed to the Metro Health Medical Center and underwent surgery late Monday morning. WOIO News Director Brian Sinclair posted to the station's website, quote, "This morning, our friend and colleague, Whitney Dortch, was the victim of a brutal domestic violence attack. She was immediately rushed to Metro Health Medical Center and underwent surgery for her injuries. Our prayers are with her, her young daughter, and the many other victims of domestic violence in our community," end quote. Detectives are undergoing investigation to determine what led to the shooting. The Washington Post reports Hurricane Milton to close in on the west coast of Florida. The hurricane is now classified as a Category 4 storm. The National Hurricane Center said the hurricane is expected to make an extremely dangerous landfall at midnight or early tomorrow. The hurricane has maximum winds of 155 miles per hour, which poses a threat to densely populated areas including Tampa, Sarasota, and Fort Myers. The center has also said the storm is life-threatening. The New York Times reports Kamala Harris is rising above Donald Trump based on a college poll of almost 3,500 voters nationwide. This poll is the first time Harris has surpassed Trump on polls since July when President Biden dropped out of the race. Voters in favor of Harris are more likely to credit Harris rather than Trump to represent change. The poll found that Harris was at 49% with Trump at 46%. In a mid-September poll, Harris and Trump were both even at 47%. ABC News reports the Supreme Court to hear an Oklahoma death penalty appeal from murder-for-hire convict. Richard Glossip was jailed and sentenced to the death penalty, which he has now served for 27 years. Glossip has been scheduled 9 times for execution and has been served his last meal 3 times. Thanks to his insistence and his innocence of various appeals, he is still alive today. Glossip will be joined by the state of Oklahoma in a case before the U.S. Supreme Court. The outcome of the case will determine whether he lives and gets a new trial or dies at the hands of the state. ACLU legal director David Cole said, quote, "It's a remarkable case in which both the defense and the prosecution believe this man should not be executed, and yet they have to come to the Supreme Court to seek that relief," end quote. CBS News reports a Turkish Airlines pilot dies mid-flight, resulting in an emergency landing in New York City by the national carrier. Airline spokesman Yaha Unston wrote on social media that the emergency landing occurred after the flight took off from Seattle on Tuesday evening. The data company FlightAware said in a statement that the flight landed safely that morning at John F. Kennedy International Airport in New York City at 6 a.m. local time. Unston expressed condolences on behalf of the Turkish Airlines to the loved ones of the late captain. Now it is time for our weather report. It is a cool and sunny day with a high of 65 degrees. Similar weather is expected throughout the rest of the week, with the high of 63 degrees tomorrow and a high of 71 degrees Friday and Saturday. Rain is expected on Sunday and Monday, then we are back to cool and sunny weather with a chance of clouds on Tuesday and Wednesday. Thanks for tuning in to this Franciscan News Brief. We will see you tomorrow. Good night and God bless.